adjust the window. Cut the sound briefly as I arrange my windows. Okay, welcome to Kathy Rain, the director's cut. Why is that still so loud? I don't know why that is so loud on my end. How does that look on here? Probably bump that up a bit. Okay, hopefully that's good. So yeah, this is a game I had for a while. I had the original, never really played through it. Got the director's cut, and it has been on my list of games to play for a while because I hear it kind of has a Gabriel Knight vibe to it. Plus, I'm a sucker for point-and-click adventure games overall, especially in classic pixely style. So anyway, let's see what this is all about.
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
So, college girl.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So, I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when I...
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out! So, I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Oh, we get a choice.
Yeah, he was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know.
I just realized something that this might be slightly cut off in the thing. Give me 1 second to filter. No, where was it? Transform. No. I always forget where it's hidden. Edit transformation. There we go. Had to clear the cropping I had from when I was doing Digimon World, because for some reason it captured the window bar when I was capturing that, so just reset, resize. Okay. There we go. Now it should look proper.
Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
And I need to reposition my windows again because I keep forgetting.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
September 25th, 1995.
Oh God, make it stop.
To walk and interact with objects.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate.
Just notice we got a
I guess we should
Titanic
get going.
poster there in the
I'm
back.
late enough as it is.
Spar, hold, display the inner. Oh, geez, that is a lot of interactable items. Me notebook, stun gun, pack of cigarettes, Zippo lighter.
Messy, just the way I like it.
What else can we look at?
Pulp
Poster.
Fiction. Love that flick. Just some random band poster. My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Helped me get rid of my last two roommates.
Doesn't seem to be working
One of
now.
my favorite horror movies. Our room phone. It's got an external line. I don't need to make any calls right now.
Do I just have the
It's
one
some advanced scanner thingy.
interactive button?
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is. Not a geek.
Resisting
Color printer.
jokes.
Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of. Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral.
Yay, we got the achievement for looking at a bunch of crap instead of progressing.
Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat. That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Interesting.
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh, wait. That's every romantic comedy ever.
Yeah, she kind of has a point there.
Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Bed, suitcase, mirror. Okay.
Eileen makes her bed with surgical precision. Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name, Eileen Mildred Summers. Mildred! Oh my god, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas. Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and contempt for humanity check.
Not really appealing herself to us, is she?
Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy.
I think the pink bear is the only thing I have to look at.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Lighter, you say?
My trusty Zippo. The only thing my deadbeat dad left me. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me.
Drag.
Don't tempt me.
Had a compulsion to barbecue a bear. Okay, I suppose we should get on with it. And now we can wait here for another achievement. Enjoying the scenery, I guess. Not sure how long this is going to take, though. So, of course, if it's supposed to give Gabriel Knight vibes she would ride a motorcycle. Yeah, I'm trying to also go for full achievements on this. Waiting. Have I ever played Full Throttle for the channel? I'm not sure. I should add that to the list of things to stream at some point. Full Throttle is a good LucasArts adventure game. Supposed to have a sequel, but it got canned. Like most other LucasArts games that weren't Star Wars. Or Monkey Island. There it goes. Okay.
Ugh, just my luck.
What did I do?
Do you know why I pulled you over, ma'am?
No.
It's gotta be to compliment me on my driving, right?
Trying to be a smartass, ma'am? Nobody likes a smartass. Do you know how fast you were going?
Yes.
And?
Yes, sir?
A smartass playing dumb. Aren't you just a perfect blend of obnoxious?
I guess so. Look, I'm really sorry, officer. I'm in a huge hurry to this thing, and the road has been empty for miles. You know how it is.
Well, what I do know is that the speed limit here is 65. I clocked you at 77. You're getting a ticket.
Oh, to the movies? I prefer horror flicks.
Regular comedian, huh? Don't quit your day job.
That was quite the perspective shift.
Well, here we are after a 40-minute drive and a harebrained speeding ticket. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule.
Well, at least it was easy to find.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so that they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby, just talk to her.
Why talk when we can zap?
Yeah, wouldn't that be an electrifying first impression?
Okay.
Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, hon? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine? Who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
So why did she start the conversation with Mrs. Rain and not like Grandma or something to help identify herself faster?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
No, thank you.
Have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
Please no. Ooh,
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
what was that icon at the bottom? I'll have to
Grandma?
check that.
Anybody home?
Which way to the living room? That way.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come, have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my 2nd year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Well then.
Mom is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first, all dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Oh, the church brochure, that's what that is.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. It must have had something to do with the war.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
3 MRI scans. Even back then, that was not cheap. I don't know what the pay for a veteran would have been then, or like what kind of savings they had.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
I'm going to guess that the sheriff we're going to meet is the same one who ticketed us.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Alright, time to look at a bunch of stuff.
Nice leather chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets.
Booze.
Expensive looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever. Planes, planes, and more planes. Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair. That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren, I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think. Grandpa in his Air Force uniform looks to be in his early 20s. Planes, planes, and more planes. Planes.
All those photos are the same. Good to know.
There are a few things I need to ask you.
Very well.
Yeah, I figured that would
Bye,
sit
Grandma.
me back
I'll be
down.
back.
So long.
There are a few.
Very well.
That
See
was
you later,
couch,
Gramps.
not
Take care.
coffee table.
Grandma has
There we
prepared
go.
some tea for us. There are.
Very well.
Okay, that just
Well,
starts the
gotta go.
conversation again.
There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window.
I wonder how many windows will be falling through. Tish.
A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it. An intricate toy airplane with moving parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them. That's where the nice china is kept. Only for special occasions. I have yet to see it outside the cabinet.
Ah, there we go. I was waiting for that to pop, but might as well
Grandma
finish
always had a
looking
penchant
around.
for little angel figurines like these. I bet E would love them. A painting of a blue sky with clouds. Probably supposed to be a backdrop for those angels.
I think that was everything in here. Looks like it. How much is there to... Oh, geez, that is a lot to look at out here. Oh, we don't have to look at everything, so let's just look at a few things.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Grandpa must have used it towards the end. Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently. A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds. Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley. Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, so what is this? Bike selection. Okay, I can't change it yet.
Hi.
Hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The
Rumors?
sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
Well, gotta go.
Good luck. Oh, and have a complimentary cup of joe if you want.
Ah, maybe later. Thanks.
Sure thing. See ya.
Just your standard coffee maker. What should I do with it? I don't think that accomplishes much. Not a big fan of that idea.
What's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
If he wanted coffee, I'm sure he would have taken some already.
Well, shit.
That's kind of an arbitrary thing to do.
Gotta keep doing this till yet another trophy
I guess
pops.
I could mess around with this, but only as a last resort. I should make sure that the cops aren't going to help me willingly first. I don't think that accomplishes much.
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
That's kind of an arbitrary thing to do.
Again? Oh, man.
I don't think that accomplishes much.
Shouldn't be limited by your growling stomach, Lenny.
If you say so, boss.
Not a...
Hold on.
Nah,
Cups.
I'm good. Had a cup this morning.
Peekaboo!
It's being used right now.
Nope. Why did that happen? Oops.
That's kind of an arbitrary thing to do. That's kind of an arbitrary thing to do. I'm having a hard time following that logic. Not a big...
Come on.
Not a big fan of that idea. That's kind of an arbitrary thing to do. Not a big... Wouldn't that be the day? He can get his own coffee. Thank you very much.
There we go. Okay. Time to talk to the dickhead who gave us a ticket. Who seems to be drinking quite the substantial amount of coffee. Holy cow.
Oh crap, it's you again.
The smartass returns. You have some more crimes to confess?
Oh, you know, maybe a felony or two.
Would be surprised. Look, I'm busy here. What do you want?
I just have a few questions, that's all.
Fine. Go ahead.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Aw, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal? It was a long time ago. It would make this girl very, very happy.
Does he seem like he's interested in making you happy?
I'm an officer of the law? Well, that shit may work on numbnuts like Lenny, but I got work to do.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
Do you want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, come
off me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine. Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, I need to see the police report from '81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
We only keep reports filed after 1990 in here, so I'd have to go check the archives in the other room. If it was up to me, I'd be happy to go take a look, but you heard the sheriff before. I'm sorry, but I can't help you unless he approves it.
Fine.
Well, shit.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Time to create a distraction.
Looks like talking isn't gonna help me get that report. I'll have to take matters into my own hands. Lenny mentioned that the older police reports are kept in the room behind those doors. All right, let's see how this plays out.
Lenny, quit loitering and make some goddamn coffee.
10-4, coming right up.
Oh, it better be.
Well, at least this was all automatic.
Okay, these must be the archived police reports that Lenny was talking about. Time to start digging. Yes, found it. August 16th, 1981. Let's have a look.
Individual was encountered on the side of the dirt road a few miles from Conwell Springs, blindly walking forward with his eyes wide open. Subject was identified as Joseph Rain. He did not respond when touched or spoken to. He appeared to be dirty from head to toe and wet up to his knees. Mr. Rain was fiercely clutching a small tape recorder, complete with tape. Being cooperative, he could be led into the squad car and transported back to town. August 17th, 1981, 12:25 a.m. Picked up Mrs. Rain and brought her along with Mr. Rain to the emergency room at the community clinic. August 17th, 1981, 8 a.m. Upon routine inspection of the patrol car, a tape recorder was found discarded on the back seat, filed as evidence in locker number 5.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on that recorder.
There's a note to read here, too.
Lenny, for the last goddamn time, stop leaving the locker keys on this table. Always put them back in your desk when you're done. This phone is not here for your personal calls either. The county shouldn't have to pay for your giggly shenanigans. Sheriff.
Uh-huh. How about this bum they were discussing?
Hey.
What? I can't hear you.
Hey.
What? I can't hear you.
Well then.
Thanks. That was getting annoying. Oh.
Aw, tortured and imprisoned bum. Okay.
Hey.
Hi there.
So, why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the checkout.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this day, I still get nervous breakdowns in grocery stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
Huh.
You need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a while.
I do?
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this matter are worth at least $20.
9.
15.
8.
Fine, 10.
7.
Deal.
Good.
So, what am I doing again?
Distract that young cop in the lobby. I don't care how you do it, as long as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay then, let me know when.
Will do. So, why'd they put you in that cell?
Did I get something different?
Is that...
Yeah, I didn't mean to...
That's the...
Nope,
I take
okay.
To be fair, but that...
I think I've...
You're right.
So why does that not
Okay,
disappear?
gotta go.
See ya.
Hey, the jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
Oh, sorry. I just heard someone yelling. I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
Ah, what now?
Okay, I have to make this quick.
Before the sheriff sees me.
Okay, let's find the key to locker number 5. Got it. Time to waste more coffee, I guess.
Well, at least it's automatic.
Lenny, coffee.
Jeez Louise, already? I'll take care of it, boss.
Okay, we should... Locker key.
Alright, got it.
Now let's take a look at this thing.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting close to finding the source. I have a promising new theory. It should be ready for a test soon.
Also, we probably have to remember 3 red, 1 blue, 2 yellow. Time to go.
Hey, Kathy, wait.
What?
Do you eat foot? I mean, food?
Absolutely not. I feed on human misery. Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do eat food.
Oh, well, great. Can I buy you food sometime? And also buy food for me? And then maybe we could eat the food together?
That was incredibly awkward.
I'm really busy right now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. See ya.
I got any new bikes? No.
hello, dear.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Well, one thing.
Would you mind if I took a look in the attic?
I suppose it would do no harm. Come with me.
Thanks, Grandma.
You are welcome, dear. Be careful now.
It's rather dark in here.
Nothing. The bulb must be burned out.
Well, we better fix that.
Free light bulb. Score!
Simple solution.
There we go.
And for the hell of it, click. Okay.
Mr. Bear! How did you get all the way up there? Good idea. You just keep watch. I'll do the searching.
Well, probably because he's not pink is the only reason we're being nice. Now, what is this obvious book right here?
A thick book about math.
It's The Secrets of Infinite Numbers. Ah, red, blue, yellow. So let's see. One blue. Fibonacci numbers. Pi. And prime numbers. Interesting. So let's see, it was 3 red, 1 blue, 2 yellow. I'm going to assume it's not 1, 2, 3, so probably 2, 3, 5 being the highlighted one. 1 blue, 1. 2 yellow, 3, 1.
Yes!
Huzzah! Envelope.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hey, Grandma. I found this old envelope in the attic. I thought I'd give it to you in case you wanted to be the first to open it.
Oh, thank you, dear, but you go ahead and have a look. Let me know if you find anything out of the ordinary.
All right, then.
Gave Grandma the first peek at the briefcase envelope.
See you
And
later,
locked
Grams.
locked
care,
briefcase is gone too, so. Okay.
Let's see what's in here. There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside. Oh, and a single copper penny, too, for some reason.
Newspaper clipping.
Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975.
I get
Story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this.
I get the feeling we're going to be trying to find this grave. Yoink.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
Say what now?
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
That must have been our mother?
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I wonder who this Cocky is. There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Does the nickname Cocky mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with.
I was going to
Every
say.
time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's okay, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Do you know anything about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep...
Do you remember their name?
Let me think. I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's quite all right, Grandma.
Joseph was always deep. In any case, he didn't...
Okay. look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left.
What about the other two?
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Oh, not that I know of.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops until he passed.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
What was this overexposed
Looks
picture?
overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white. There's probably some way to enhance this back at school. I'll figure it out tomorrow when I'm back.
I take a look at the
Grandpa
photo?
in uniform with two other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training. McConnell Air Force Base, 1941.
Nope. I was hoping we could see a close-up, but I guess not.
Damn, no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way. All right, got it.
Oh, phone numbers. Neat. Anyway, we have a cemetery to visit. Alright, new achievement to do here. One, two, three, I guess the first one we did in when we got here counted. Alright, time to look at tombstones. No, that would be 40-ish. No, much too old. Wait, Blackwell. Definitely too old. Also, we want to look for...
Tragic and early. The girl is. The notice is dated July
75. That was 86. 81. 89. 94. So, Anne Blackwell. 1 second. Blackwell. Rosangela Blackwell. Nope, okay. I don't think it's a reference to the Blackwell series like I thought. I can't look at any of... I was not done here. Get back there. Apparently just clicking too far to the right will send me out of the cemetery. Okay. 79 and Benjamin, so probably not. Cummings, 92. 80. 76. 70. Well, no, that's March 18th. We know it was July.
Alright, this is the right date. Looks like her name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family.
Well, at least it figured it out for me, thank you. Also, who is this?
What that kid is doing here all alone. Hey, kid.
Hi, yourself.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
Huh. I like you, kid. You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
I don't see her.
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Whatever.
There's only so much screen.
I shouldn't leave while that kid is alone. Kid?
Where did he go?
Guess he found his mom.
Nope, I can't really go beyond Grandpa's grave.
Grandpa. I wish things could have been different. A family mausoleum. It says price. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
Quick, find a brick. We must write a message. The Catmobile. So... I don't know why I need to call the thing from this.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you could make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
No can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
You can see that you're actually calling from the station. You say you're a cop?
Ah.
You sound like a cop.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? It's just because I'm a woman, right? Women don't belong in law enforcement? Is that what you're saying? That's so sexist.
Now that's hardly what...
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every day? Nobody takes me seriously. The dirty looks, the sexual innuendos,
Relax, okay? I'll check the files. It's 555-7641.
Thanks, buddy.
Wade residence?
Hi, this is Kathy Rain. I'm calling for Charles Wade.
He doesn't live here anymore. What's this about? What do you want with my father?
I'd just like to have a quick word with Mr. Wade. It's about my grandfather, Joseph Rain.
You're 20 years late, girl. My father has neither time nor energy to deal with you people.
But...
This conversation is over. Unless my father explicitly says he wants to talk to you, it's not going to happen.
Well then.
What a stuck-up, overclass witch. Well, she hasn't heard the last from me. I'm going to talk to that old man one way or another.
No, it's a good thing it takes him a while to make that coffee.
Oh, hello, dear.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack, and their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
But not the father.
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
Whoa, she killed herself. That's news to me.
Oh, that girl had been troubled for years. Truman made an official statement later, it was no accident.
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend to keep to themselves.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
Time for some more searching.
All right, found an address.
Yay. New location! Any new bikes? No.
Somebody around here is a chain smoker. We have something in common. Good to know. 55 degrees. Not too chilly, thankfully.
It stopped raining.
Yes? Can I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl. Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye.
Excuse you?
You again.
How about
Care
a
to
smoke?
Join me for a smoke, Mrs. Myers?
Well, I'm gonna have to think about it. Well, I suppose one smoke can't hurt.
And that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my, oh now that was a good one. You know what, Kathy? You're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
Now, that's an understatement. Good thing I had my morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside? Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy.
Special. We'll just end that right there.
So, you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here. So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
I see, it's beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily. There are some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods. When Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different. She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up. And, well, you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
You know, I've been through something similar. My mom. She never killed herself, but, well, she came close.
That's a damn shame. Yeah, I heard about her problems. Is she doing any better now?
Better isn't the word I'd use. I had to put her in a place where she couldn't hurt anyone, including herself.
Yeah, life ain't easy for any of us. Flip a few coins along the way, and I could have ended up somewhere like that myself. I'm awfully sorry things went that way for you, Ma. Anyhow.
Thanks, Sue. Taking it one step at a time. I don't need to ask her about that. Does the name Charles Wade mean anything to you?
Oh, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns a large company.
That about sums up what I know about the fella.
I don't need to ask her about that. What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him, aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you his name?
No. Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning gray, no beard.
All right, Sue. Thanks. So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces looked like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
Hey, Sue, do you recognize any of these men?
Well, there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome. I had such a crush on him back in the day. And... no way. That's him. The man who bought the paintings. He's much younger here, but there's no mistaking that hair and nose.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, little cat. That's the guy who walked into this cabin with $5,000 in cash.
That's very helpful, Sue. Thanks. Ugh. Another question for the elusive Mr. Wade. So, Charles Wade was the one who bought those paintings from you?
Yep. Like I said, he gave me $5,000 for Lily's paintings. If you want to know his reasons, you're going to have to ask the man himself.
I think I'm going to head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
It's getting late. I should head back to the city. Hey, you're still up.
I was wondering when you'd show up. How did it go?
Long story. I found out about some stuff that happened when I was a kid.
Wow, what a mystery. So what's the plan now?
I don't know yet, but I'll figure something out.
What about this Charles Wade? You still haven't talked to him. And that strange bright picture you showed me? Those tapes? Listen, I know this guy.
Eileen, relax. We can talk about it tomorrow, okay?
Oh, it's way too late now.
No, I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm way too excited.
Of course you are.
One of us. Nighty.
Good night, cat. Hey, Kathy, wake up!
Ugh, you are so lucky there are no sharp objects near this bed.
Guess what? I got an idea.
Please tell me it involves you taking a sabbatical.
Haha, so you found all this evidence, right? Pictures, tapes, and stuff?
I guess. Why?
Well, as you know, I have a computer. And I know this hacker guy, Dave, and... Oh, never mind. I'll just write you a note. You go back to sleep.
Seriously, Eileen, sometimes I just marvel at how your brain works.
I know, right?
I don't think that was a compliment.
Are you sure you want to do this, Catherine? You still have time, if you think there's any chance you would change your mind.
I'm sure, Doctor. Just get it out of me. But please, don't tell my mom.
I'm sorry, but we have to do that. It's the law.
It's none of her business. It's my choice to make. I have enough shit going on with her already. This would just add fuel to the fire.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
Fine. Let's just get this over with then.
Right this way.
Finish day one on a very strange note.
guess Eileen went to class. I probably should too. Nah.
Well... I'm probably going to have to put some trigger warnings in the VOD for this.
Oh, what's this? Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer while I'm away. My password is AngelLove, without the quotes. If you call my friend Dave at 555-2492, he can set you up with some software. I'll be back in a few hours, super psyched about the investigation. E. P.S. No gum on the keyboard, please. Remember the last time? Oh, please, like she actually uses a spacebar. Shit, looks like she forgot to write down the username. Oh well, shouldn't be too hard to guess. I think it's just some combination of her first and last name.
Hacker Dave.
Yeah? Hey, I'm Kathy. Eileen said to call you about some software.
Ellie who?
Eileen. Red hair, glasses, speaks so fast her gums ache.
Oh, right. I thought her name was Errol. Figured it was kind of a weird name for a girl.
You must have a hearing disorder.
You must have a thinking disorder. Burn.
Wow. Just wow. So, the software?
Oh, yeah. No, can't. Not really.
I knew she was full of shit.
Nah, I mean, sure, I used to be able to get pirated software, but not anymore. There was this misunderstanding and my network privileges were revoked. Me and Clyde, the campus IT guy, don't really see eye to eye. We used to play bocce together, and let's just say he is one sore loser.
I'm pretty sure that's not legal as far as the cutoff, but I'm sure he's using the pirated software as the justification.
Can't you just patch things up with the guy?
No way. He's such an ass. He even thinks TNG is better than the original series.
He thinks the what is better than the what?
I know, right? Can you believe that guy?
I mean, I happen to agree with Clyde. Just look at my channel and all the TNG-related games I play.
Can't you just hack your way back in somehow? Isn't that what you do?
He's blocked the Ethernet port in my room. I don't even have physical access.
Don't you ever leave your room? Use a computer in the library or something. Aren't they connected to the network?
No, there are cameras in there. Clyde is just waiting for me to make a move so he can get me expelled.
You call yourself a hacker? Just use your brain, for Christ's sake. Let's figure this out.
Wow, you're so sassy, Nancy Drew. Well, okay, only an admin account can change the access ports. The only way to even theoretically crack one would be if Clyde logged onto a machine to which we have unrestricted physical access. And... ooh, I got an idea.
I'm not gonna like this.
Well, what you could do is intentionally crash your PC.
That sounds especially stupid.
Well, not crash it, just crash it a little, then call Clyde. Clyde will come over to fix it. If you're lucky, then he'll log onto the network using his admin account. Afterwards, you can use some of my tools to find and crack the passwords locally.
Worth a shot, I guess. Okay, you can come over and set it up.
No way. I have severe IBS, it just wouldn't work.
IBS? What the hell is that?
You seriously don't want to know. I'll have my buddy drop off everything you need. It's not rocket science. You do what I ask, and I'll get you some juicy software. Quid pro quo, that is.
Whatever, weirdo. We'll see.
Okay, then. That was fast.
was a floppy disk in there with a note taped to the back. It's labeled boot. 1. Boot your computer using the blue floppy. 2. Use the corrupt MBR utility to crash the file system of the computer. Take the floppy out and reboot. 3. Call Clyde at 555-8181. Tell him your computer crashed and give him the error code on the screen. He'll come over and have a look. It shouldn't take too long for him to fix. 4. Now comes the crucial part. You need to somehow make him log on with his admin account. 5. Reboot and retrieve the admin credentials using the blue floppy. 6. Reboot and log on using Clyde's admin account. 7. Look for some kind of tool to remotely open my Ethernet port. Dorm B, room 8. That's it. And remember, if you mess up somewhere, just call Clyde, and he'll have to take care of it. It's his job after all.
Huh. Oh, wow. I used to have this microphone. That's how I started my YouTubing.
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
I, kind of forgot my username.
Well, it's real easy. It's the first letter of your first name followed by your last name. So Jane Doe would be J-Doe.
Alright, sounds easy enough. Alright, thanks.
Let's remind ourselves what her last name is.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers.
E. Summers.
Hi, Kat. My password is Angel Love, without the quotes.
Angel Love.
If you call
Okay.
my friend Dave at Superset, that missing username is a bit annoying.
Alright. Hooray! So now that we know that,
1. Boot your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. And
funny, we didn't get this when we started. Oopsie. I need to remove that, I remember.
alright, time for some expert help.
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, I need you to come and fix my roommate's computer.
What seems to be the problem?
It won't start up. There's some kind of system failure with an error code on the screen.
Probably a hard drive failure. Which room are you in?
Dorm A, room 5.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Thanks.
Boy, these people move fast.
Hey, Clyde from IT.
Hi, come in.
Are you supposed to be an Office reference?
My, oh my, now how did this happen?
I have no idea. It was like this when I started it up this morning.
Let's have a look. And presto, good as new.
That's perfect. Could you try logging on real quick just to make sure it works?
You go ahead, I'll wait.
Locked after 4 attempts, so... 1 try. Uh-oh. 2 tries. 3 tries. 4 tries.
Ah, now look what I did.
For crying out loud. Let me try to log in with my account. Okay, everything seems to be in order. I've unlocked your account. Please, try not to break anything else.
Oh, I'll try. Phase 1 complete.
Boop. Back in with you. Also, these fingerprints and the sticker in the corner are bugging me to hell. Is there admin password gadget? It's dorm B and it's what room? Hey, aha.
All right, that should do it.
Screen.
Floppy disks go.
There we go.
Yeah?
Guess what?
You got it? Hang on. Oh man, I could kiss you! Figuratively, that is. I am so gonna get back at Clyde now. What are those admin credentials, by the way?
Not telling, buddy. Saving those for a rainy day.
Huh. I suppose this nice floppy I've prepared for you stays in my room then.
Sure, then I'll just have to log back on and click that pretty little lock icon again.
Now this is just emotional blackmail.
Quid pro quo, Dave.
Fine. I'll have it dropped off at your room. God damn, you're like a she-Clyde. A Clydette.
Huh, that is the worst insult I've ever heard. Later, Dave.
Alright, what's in this one now?
There was a
Tools.
floppy disk inside. It's labeled Tools.
No instructions this time? Okay, let's put that in. Image analyzer. Okay. Well, let's image analyze this picture. Was the renaming really necessary? I suppose so. Drop picture in the image analyzer. Okay. Now we've got to... It's about as good as that gets. Oh.
What the hell is
Aha.
that? Ball lightning? I'll print the whole picture for now, but there's probably more to find.
I do it like that. Huh.
That shape has to be significant somehow.
And this bright red flower?
Interesting. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all there is to find in this picture.
Okay. Oh, voice recorder.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
Thank you for skipping that.
Okay, Erica Wade, let's see if we can't motivate you to hear me out.
5 distinct voices.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
Oh, okay, over here.
I should probably greet my intended recipient first.
Nope, that's not the word I wanted.
How you doing?
Okay. Erica, it's your father. Call Kathy Rain. I just noticed it's all in alphabetical order.
Almost. Just a few more tweaks. That should work. I'll just reuse the same tape and place the modified message at the end.
Hello, Erica. It's your father. Call Kathy Rain and give her what she wants. Bye.
Alright, the forged message should now be at the end of the original tape.
Oh, goody. Okay. Where is... There it is.
I'll just get rid of the original picture now, since I have the restored version anyway. Strange. Now that I look at them, the lights remind me of something I picked up yesterday. That logo at the top looks familiar. Haven't I seen something similar to it today?
Stuff. Let me open this so that way it's there. Okay. Nope, I guess it closed it.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Hello, Erica. It's your father. Call Kathy Rain and give her what she wants. Bye.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Hi, Erica. This is Kathy Rain. I spoke to your father. He asked me to get in touch with you and said he would call ahead. You can reach me at 555-8352. Bye. Your move, Erica.
Oh joy, you're back.
There, Mildred.
Hi yourself, Agatha.
What? How'd you... Ugh, never mind.
I know your social security number too.
Oh, God. Soon you'll start stealing my clothes and then walk around in them pretending to be me.
Who says I haven't done that already?
Okay, I admit that's pretty funny.
So anyway, how did things go with Dave?
Pretty good. I had to sabotage your computer.
You had to what?
Oh, chill outy. It was just a tiny little thing. I just needed an excuse for the IT guy to come by so I could steal his password.
Clyde? But he's so nice. Why'd you want to steal his password?
It's a long story. And then
Explain.
I used Mr. Wade's synthesized voice to craft this fake message, which I left on her answering machine.
Now that's some out-of-the-box thinking.
Yep, just might be silly enough to work.
Yeah. Anyhow, feel free to keep using my computer. I need to do some homework anyway.
Sounds good. I'm sure I found everything in the picture of those lights, but I have a nagging feeling that they're connected to something I found yesterday. Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and contempt for humanity check.
You forgot about your resting scally face.
I totally do not have a... Well,
told you.
Whoops. Okay.
Wow, the church logo looks pretty similar to the smoky lights. I might have to visit them after all. Hey, E, come check this out.
Wow, they're hypnotic. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp. You know, the spirit of the forest.
Now, that's just silly, Eileen. There has to be a more reasonable explanation for them.
Hey, there's nothing silly about forest spirits. You should talk to Meadow, my Wiccan friend. She's really opened my eyes about these sort of things.
Isn't that the same Meadow who had an intimate relationship with the tree outside her dorm?
Oh, come on. That was just a phase.
Trust me, I've been through every phase in the book. That definitely isn't one of them.
So, anyway, is there anything I can do to help?
Well, my side of the room is starting to get a bit messy. There's always that.
I meant with the investigation, silly.
I guess you could try to find out more about these lights. Maybe figure out where that picture was taken.
I know exactly where to start.
Good. I'm gonna get some food now before I pass out.
Okie dokie. I'll grab my books and get cracking.
All right, see you in a bit. Hey.
Hey!
So, any progress with the search?
Yeah, I was able to identify that flower. It's called the red scythe, or Rosea falcus. I discovered that there was a small nature reserve near Conwell Springs, which was established in '89. The red scythe is on their list of endangered plants. I made a photocopy of the botany book page in case you want it later.
That's something. I should go check it out. Maybe I can narrow down the place where that picture was taken.
My thoughts exactly. Here you go. The nature reserve is marked out on this map.
Jeez, you've been busy.
Well, you know, beats homework.
Amen to that. And, good work, Eileen.
Happy to help. So what...
Oh, hang on. I'll go get that.
Okie dokie.
I should probably answer that.
Hello?
This is Erica Wade calling for Kathy Rain.
Speaking.
Miss Rain, this is terribly awkward. I realize now how rude I was before. I wanted to apologize and ask if there is anything I can do.
Will be
Apology
nice.
accepted. You can start by answering a few questions.
Very well.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather that night in '81?
Not really, no. But what I do know is how it destroyed Father.
It did?
Oh, yes. The two of them were great friends once. And when Joseph was hurt, they hadn't been talking for some time. Father always hoped they would be able to reconnect one day. He kept putting it off, believing they had time. But in the end, it never happened.
So, what were things like back when they were still good friends?
Oh, they were like peas in a pod. Always sharing their war stories and laughing together. In a way, Joseph became the uncle I never had. He was around a lot when Father went out on business trips. Later on, I even met you a few times, when you were just a baby.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, no matter, you were so little then.
Erica, I have to ask, why were you so defensive on the phone earlier when I tried to reach out?
Oh, I don't know, Kathy. Our families haven't been in touch for a long time. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but we all started drifting apart. My guess is that it had to do with Father's growing wealth. Friendship needs common ground, and we started living in different worlds. What happened to your grandfather was the final nail in the coffin. Father just couldn't bear seeing him like that, neither alive nor dead.
What do you know about Lily Myers?
She was a young artist who lived somewhere in Conwell Springs. Killed herself, if I recall correctly. Dreadful thing. But other than that, not much. We never knew the family.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky? It may be an Air Force call sign.
I can't say that I do. Father had many friends in the Air Force, but no one I can recall by that name.
What can you tell me about Mr. Wade?
My father is a great man. He has so many ideas, so much left to realize, which makes it hurt so much more to see him like this.
See him like what?
The illness and everything, of course.
Right. Yeah, it must be hard.
Oh, yes, indeed. I wish he wouldn't be so stubborn with his treatment. He could go to any state-of-the-art hospital, but insists on being treated in that backwater clinic in Conwell Springs.
The community clinic in the middle of town?
Yes. It's like he's given up and is just waiting for the inevitable to happen.
What do you know about Lily Meyer's art?
Oh, that little girl had a twisted mind, let me tell you that. Oh, my father used to have a few pieces of hers in his collection. Horrible things. I couldn't understand why he ever decided to procure them in the first place.
You say used to have. Did he get rid of the paintings?
Oh, either that or he put them in storage somewhere. I haven't seen them for years. I never bothered to ask him why. Glad to be rid of them, quite frankly.
Do you know anything about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
It's the one and only church in Conwell Springs. I was baptized there, and I married my husband there.
Anything out of the ordinary about them?
Oh, not really. They seem like a typical church to me.
Well, that's it, basically.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Very well. Feel free to call back if you have any more questions.
All right. Wade is in Conwell Springs. He's being treated in the clinic. That was Erica Wade. Her father is being treated at the clinic in Conwell Springs.
Being treated? He's sick?
Looks that way. Small miracle they managed to keep it out of the press.
Yeah, I suppose you're returning to talk to him?
It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for that now.
I suppose. Scrabble?
Oh, you're so on. I will crush you.
You're off your game today. Is everything all right?
Oh, shut up. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Oh, up late, thinking about your grandpa and everything?
Not just that, I keep having this bad dream. Well, it's not exactly a dream. It's something that actually happened.
Oh? What is it?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
You can trust me. Whatever it is, I promise I won't judge.
Well, it's your funeral. So, I used to be 16.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh no, I broke it.
Please, go on.
Well, seeing as how I don't actually have a 5-year-old, you can probably put 2 and 2 together.
You had an abortion.
Sure did. Major pain in the ass too, but hey, couldn't let that pregnancy go untreated.
I'm glad you're telling me, but I really wish you hadn't done that, Kathy.
You asked!
Who was the,
Guy who knocked me up, single motherhood waiting to happen. Back then I couldn't cook anything but microwave food, and I'd retch if I so much as walked past one trash can with smelly diapers in it. That kid would have been raised by my mother. I'd rather die than put another child through that.
I respect your decision, but you know how I feel about this. That guy up there, he's pro-life, and I'm with him.
I get that. I gotta say, you're being really cool about this, E. I was expecting you to clutch your cross, flip the table, and storm off or something.
I'm not a walking stereotype, you know.
Says the red-headed nerd with the glasses.
Ha ha. But Kathy. If you keep having that nightmare, perhaps you should talk to somebody about it.
Maybe. But I doubt obsessing over it is very healthy either. Your turn, E.
Oh, fine. Oh, I play apricot, orange. Yay, bingo. 67 points.
Well, ain't that fucking peachy.
At least it's not sour grapes.
Touche.
1, how do you get 2 words? 2, I don't think you're supposed to play 2 words in Scrabble.
A tainted one approaches. Is it time?
What the hell am I looking at?
A fire that burns so bright, it is almost unbearable to see. Indeed. It seems the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Shall we sculpt some flesh friends, then? Very well. I will attend to the threshold.
The hell was all that about?
Good morning, sunshine.
Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
3 times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser. So what's the plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
I'll get right on it.
Great. Thanks, E.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right, yeah.
Well, that was very interesting. How do I... There we go. I should probably actually, save. Actually type properly. Anyway, that's probably a good enough spot for tonight, going a little over 2 hours. I definitely want to come back and finish this. It doesn't seem to be a very long game considering we're on day 3 out of 5 according to the achievement guide I'm using, so yeah. And I'll probably finish this up in the next